Welcome back, everybody. Sive is here with the ForexPeaceArmy.com. This is as usual our daily update in the gold market. So a couple of questions today as usual. So first is a recent drop according to our expectations, as we said, based on the performance and inability of the market to keep going higher right from this point, despite solid upward action, has made us think that we probably should get deeper retracement. And yesterday we said that's going to be around 33.30, 33.40 area, where market is gradually coming. Why it is happening? So yesterday, as you know, Donald Trump visited the Fed building and discussed and talked with Jerome Powell about the cost of this refurbishment and buildings around. So, and I suspect that markets were a bit disappointed that they were so actually addicted with the idea that Donald Trump sooner rather than later should fire the Jerome Powell, and hardly he will work until the end of his mandate in 2026. But yesterday he said that he has no intention to do this, and probably that makes some light bearish impact on the markets across the board, not only on the gold market, but partially on the Bitcoin, although on the Bitcoin there are certain different reasons for the collapse. This was the big sell-off from the galaxy when a big amount of the Bitcoins have been sold yesterday. So, and that probably has added a bit of bearish fuel with this downside action which market is coming to. And for us in general, this is a good sign, because we're already decided where we will be watching for position taking, what levels, what particular patterns we'll be watching. And today, on the second questions is, let's take a look at the intraday charts and see what particular pattern we could get. That could let us to make decision on the entry. But first, on the daily, you could see the market is coming. Today, MACD line stands at 33.29 approximately. So if market will not reach this level today, we will not get the grabber on Friday. So from that standpoint of view, decision we will make to postpone on a Monday when it will open somewhere around this area, and maybe on Monday we will get the grabber. We will see. Meantime, on the intraday charts, we could get something different that could set some kind of the preconditions, preliminary conditions for a possible position taken. So let's take a look what we have. On the 4-time frame chart, market right now stands precisely at the point that we have specified. Confluence 33.40, and let's take a look support of the big channel that stands here. But sell-off seems really strong, and that's why we're strongly do not recommend to take position blindly just because market stands at the support area. In such circumstances, when you can see the great sell-off, it's always better to get some background in the way of real pattern, reversal pattern, that first will show you that market indeed stands or at least it makes an attempt of the reversal. And second, when you're dealing with a pattern on lower time frames, it always saves a lot of money to you, because you could place the stop order based on this small pattern and not to take a look on the big levels, on the big distances on the daily chart. For example, what we could get. Here is the 30-minute chart. I see personally that it might be the butterfly. More probable that this will be 1618 butterfly with a 33.35 target, because here to the 127 we have some acceleration and tail close. Usually when you see the butterflies with such acceleration to the first target, very often and as a rule market trying to move and complete the 1618 target as well. So let's suppose that it will be 33.35. This is the first point in the first pattern that we could consider. Very often butterflies becoming the part of the hand and shoulders. And second pattern that we could consider might be the hand and shoulders once the butterfly will be completed. So for instance, you are not ready trying to buy right at the bottom, trying to catch the falling knife, you're not sure with the butterfly, that's okay, that's certainly normal. And you're just missing the trade or intentionally missing the trade with the bottom of the butterfly. Or you're waiting the grabber on the daily, for example. That's fine. In this case, if upward action indeed starts, grabber will be in place, and you could follow with the hand shoulders trying to take position on right arm around 33.54. So that and towards the strategies that we will try to follow on from today and probably mostly on Monday. And let's see what will happen. So that's actually all for today. Take care. Have a great weekend. See you next time.